now he's less than 10 pins.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about 8-pin difference, trailing by 8 pins. Now it gets to be crunch time. 9th frame coming up. Real important strike here for both players. Foundation 9th frame.
Ooh,
Solid strike. Sai gets it. Now John coming up in his 9th frame. He will finish the match first, shooting his 9th frame, then his 10th frame. Well, have you checked out AmPro recently? Come and visit their newly renovated showroom full of the latest bowling merchandise at greatly reduced prices. AmPro is at 96-1243 Waihona Street in the Pearl City Industrial Park. Stop on by or see Sanford at 456-7400. That's right up the 8 board.
Wow.
And he slaps that one out. Both bowlers responding, throwing the strike in the 9th frame.
Of course, if John punches out, he'll shut out Sai.
2 strikes, he can shut out Sai.
But he hasn't thrown a strike on the left lane since the 4th frame. So we'll see.
Oh, he left a solid 10 on his last one.
Mm-hmm.
4 pin prior to that. So the adjustment is somewhere in the middle.
That's easy for you to say.
Yeah, just split the difference. Good aggressive shot. Oh! Flashes the 4-9 and trips them both. Amazing.
Wow.
Amazing. Well, special thanks goes out to Art and Signs for doing all of our sign work. If you need signs, banners, or lettering done, call them at 841-8591. That's Art and Signs, 841-8591. You see all the beautiful banners and rigid signs that we have. It's all from them. John back up. Possible 233 game. Best I can finish 225. For the lockout. And he carries that 10 pin. Wow. Just needs to keep the ball on the lane.
I think he can do that.
That's a winner. That is the winner. 232 game for John Pirtle. Wow. Started out with a bang, had a lull in the middle of the game, but finished real strong. And that's a shot Sai really needed in the 8th frame.
Right.
You know, because he was working on a strike and would have been a real different story if he could have gotten that 8th frame. Well, matches are getting a little higher scoring. And who we have coming up next? Wow, we got JJ coming up next.
JJ Leopardis.
Yes, our semifinal match, so should be a good one. John against JJ. Well, Sai's going to finish with the 220 game.
You know, it seems like every time he comes home to visit, he makes TV.
And he finishes with another strike. Winner of our second TV match, John Pirtle, 232 over Sai Hiani, 225. Stay tuned for our semifinal after these messages. Okay, here we are back at Pali Lanes. This is the semifinal match of the Roto Grip Open. Once again, Scott Mitamura here with Shirley Kato.
Well, we had an exciting match. John Pirtle defeating Sai Hiani. And wow, is he solid and lined up or what?
Yeah. Yeah, he looks pretty comfortable. And now we have JJ, the artist, coming up. And he's playing a different line.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's going to be further left. And then let's take a look at where he's playing. They're playing just right at the 15. Comes in a little high, leaves the 6-pin.
Well, JJ qualified with a 674 today. Excellent series. In his first match, defeated Chad Horiuchi 202 to 160 and defeated David Kaea 213 to 188 for a 1089 5-game series.
That was pretty tough match play too. He beat Chad and David Kaea in a day's time. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. JJ wants to send his special thanks to his family and friends.
Kind of stuck on the approach a little bit there. And this is the head pin. These are 1, 2, 4, 8. Needs to get the ball over to the left side of the head pin, the Brooklyn area. Be mindful about the pin in the back, the 8 pin.
Oh.
Okay, gets it.
Well, it's been a long time since we've seen JJ. Doesn't come out very often.
Yeah, it looks like he said he's going to be coming out a little bit more often.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, I remember we used to bowl together way back in the Winter. Used to be 980 Scratch League over at K-Bay. John
That's
looks really
solid.
comfortable. Wow. Making a statement. He's back. John is back.
Big time.
Now the question I was kept asking Glenn, who's better, Sai Hiani or Keith Hiani? So now we got to ask the question, who's better, John or Jimbo?
John or Jimbo.
I'm trying to stir up this controversy here.
Like we need any more.
Oh,
that's a little high.
Pitch high. These are 4-pin. Yeah, he felt it just a touch inside, so he tried to push it really long with his follow through. But if you look at John's game, he's going to be around the pocket all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So what's going to happen is he's going to have a lot of 9-count spares, which he rarely is going to miss.
That's true.
We saw a rare miss last game.
Mm-hmm. It didn't cost him, though.
Well, if you throw enough strikes, then, you know. Okay, JJ does a nice shot there. That's a Chad Horiuchi thinking.
You throw enough strikes, you don't have to spare.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of bowlers
Oh, yeah,
feel like
that's
that.
Yeah.
I find that a lot in junior bowlers.
Yeah. See if JJ can get a double.
It's light again.
And leaves the 2-pin. It looks like his ball's not finishing for him on lane 5.
On lane 5.
Could be the tighter of the
But
two lanes.
you're familiar with this pair. You bowl here, Scott. Is 5 always different from 6?
I came to the conclusion I don't know anything. Karen was right.
Okay, I don't think I want to go there. I've insulted you enough today.
Well, you know, why I say that is we frequent practice sessions here at Pali Lanes.
Uh-huh.
And Messenger does not take out the 10. And we often practice on lanes 23 and 24.
Oh, you picked the tough pair.
Well, they're all tough for me. And almost always, lane 24 is drier than lane 23.
Uh-huh.
Well, not today.
Oh, really?
So, of course, I start out on 23. I go through the peak split. Then I go on 24, which I think is slower. And I go light split. Thank you very much.
You're right. You
So,
really don't know anything.
I don't ever want to claim to know anything.
Okay, John was really happy to pick up that 10 pin.
So was Jimbo. And isn't it funny when you miss a spare, you always leave the same thing
Oh, yeah.
again and
Yeah.
again? Right over the 10.
Another 10.
Solid 10. And looks like John is starting to pivot his line, come a little bit further in. And what happens is it changes his angle of entry into the pocket. And it's a fine line because if he moves back right, he starts leaving the 4-pin. So what would Glenn Azumi do?
Go Brooklyn?
Right. You know, uh-oh. John missed the 10-pin again. Again. But, you know, even with that open, because JJ opened, he still has a 32-pin lead. So what's the remedy? What's the fix for missing the 10-pin?
Don't leave it.
Throw more strikes. Oh, excuse me, his lead isn't that much. With a spare heel, it would be like 12 pins. But that keeps everything nice and close and interesting.
You know, we've had, every match so far has been pretty close going into the final frames.
Okay, JJ up on lane 5. Needs to get something going here. Doesn't
On
have a
this
double
left
yet.
lane, he
he's
really
been going
needs to
light.
get this left lane.
Okay, tightened it up.
Ah, there it is.
Ah, bring a straighter trajectory to the
Now he's closes to 12 pins.
What it does, it gives him an opportunity to get a double. I'm really surprised that John missed another 10 pin because John is normally a really good spare shooter. Okay, big strike matches JJ's strike in the 6th frame. Well, since John's up, we'll talk about his pro shop, or he and Jimbo's pro shop. JP's Reaction Pro Shop is located in the Waipio Industrial Park at 94-547 Uke Street in Unit 104. Come by and see the latest bowling balls, shoes, and accessories for any level bowler in our beautiful and comfortable new showroom. Have your bowling balls drilled by certified IBPSIA member James Jimbo Perlo or his dad, high roller champion John Perlo. Any bowler rolling
Big
a
double.
perfect 300 game on TV wearing a JP's Reaction shirt or patch will receive a $150 gift certificate. JP's Reaction Pro Shop, putting the competition back into bowling. Call them at 671-5011.
Oh,
And JJ leaves the 4-pin, cannot match John's double. Now John is extending his lead. 22 pins.